Sound on film was a revolutionary breakthrough in the cinema. Now, the use of a playback of sound was no longer needed. The sound could be recorded onto the film itself at the same time as the visual component. Optical sound, a form of analog sound recording, was one of the first to become massively used in the industry, alongside magnetic sound, but this isn't important yet. Film with optical sound had audio captured and converted between electrical and analog sound before being printed beside the frames as either density waves or the more commonly seen sound wave. Optical sound was first used in military applications in the 1910s, particularly to send messages between ships without the need of wires. The format differed greatly from the cinema recording style and was soon discontinued in favor of other recording methods. Development of this toward its later forms were primarily done by men like Theodore Case and Lee D. Forrest, and thus no women made a major impact on this technology.
Oh, boy. You see the wing she gave me?
Sure.
That was meant for me. I'm going to take her out tonight. So let me have some money for tonight. What do you
Well, I
say?
have no cash, Minnie. I could give you a check.
Check? Whose check?
My check.
Oh, no
Why?
chance in the world. I don't want your check.
Why?
Remember the last time you gave me a check for $15 on the First National Bank?
Yeah?
Well, that check came back marked no funds.
No.
Starting in the 1930s, optical sound became the industry standard for all films. Pre-recorded sound was played back while shooting scenes and was captured and converted onto the film negatives.
The part of the film on which the line of light falls to make the photographic sound record is called the sound track. When the line of light is so placed as normally to extend part way across the sound track, and the sound-controlled variations cause the position of one end of the line to move transversely of the track.
The sound itself has a grainy quality, especially noticeable from male characters if played back for viewing, as seen with the talking in the film The Girl from Missouri.
I've never been so humiliated in all my life.
Well, neither have I.
You?
Every day for the last 2 weeks you've given me the come on, and every night you put on the frost. And you're humiliated. How do you think I feel?
You knew all about me. I never tried to kid you.
No? Who gave you that ring?
A rich man who asked me to marry.
I thought that was what you wanted.
Well, he died.
Oh, yeah?
Of course, all of this still has that poor audio clarity.
Say, wait here. I'll be right out.
All right, lady.
The playback quality persisted in later films like In a Lonely Place, but though some tried it, it could not be replaced with its large presence.
We'd about given you up.
Oh, hi, Mel.
You been? Come on, buy us a drink.
He's somebody. Lloyd Barnes, big director. Made all his money before the income tax.
Say, we've been calling you for the last 3 days.
You know me, if I don't answer the third ring, I'm not home.
A presence so large, it even set the standard of 24 frames per second that still holds today. Optical sound, however, was not perfect, especially when it came to editing film reels. It was easy to reproduce, but it came at the cost of audio quality. Frames could be misaligned up to 20 frames with the sound, thus, if cut by hand, as historically done by women, there could be many cases in which the image on the screen lags or is ahead of the soundtrack playing. The reels required special equipment to view or edit, and cuts were only made when no sound was to be recorded, allowing the camera to move. Transitions between scenes had to be abrupt to adjust to the format's flaws. See in the film Laura. At this moment, the crowd sound cuts off suddenly, switching to a more indoor tone. Overall, in formats seen, aside from Fox, who acquired much better technologies than the other film corporations,
This is Lowell Thomas speaking, flashing to you the news of the world, pictured by Fox Movie Talk.
it was impossible to avoid the sound discontinuity, so optical sound recording was abandoned in favor of the other recording format, magnetic, which was much easier to cut due to the sound frame alignment and a better sound quality. As technology progressed, digitization of sound rapidly replaced optical sound on film. Aside from airlines, oddly enough, and in-flight movies up until the 1990s, reels became virtually non-existent. There still exists remnants of this technology, though. The frame rate standard still holds, digital sound output still prints an analog wave image, and some major production companies still use an analog recorder, Disney in particular. Projectors can still play 35mm sound on film reels, bringing a glimpse of the technology into the present day.